What's up, y'all? All right, so I missed out on UFC 294. Unfortunately, I was at a meeting for work, but let's catch up on it together. Let's check out some highlights and some memes. We'll start with Twitter first, and then we'll make our way to YouTube and Instagram. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at that win. Oh, yay! Dang, that was game over, bro. Yeah, that was definitive. Let's take another look at that. All right, so let's watch this in slow motion right here. There's a jab. Alex is kind of meeting him halfway there with the jab. Islam kind of fakes a shot a little bit. And then right here, boom. Very similar to the way that Dustin Poirier got caught. Only Alexander didn't get knocked unconscious, but he's definitely rocked. He's probably seeing stars. But as you can see here, Islam loads it up, and Alex looks like he's kind of bracing for any potential strike because he's got his hands up, so he's still blocking his head. But it looks like even his body, his pelvis right here in this area, it looks like he's trying to brace for a potential body kick as well. So he's protecting his head, but he's also bracing for a potential body impact. However, Islam gets slightly above the guard of the hand right here and manages to kick right in this area right here, which, I mean, if any head kick really is going to rock you or knock you out. So, and you see, there's people who are able to weather it. Some people get hit in the head, get a head kick, and still manage to stay in the fight. But it is a very hard thing to do. So let's go ahead and follow it up. So here, all right, so Volk is now rocked for sure. Look at this, he's dancing. He's like doing a little bit of a dance right here. Whoop. Actually, if you look at them both right here, it looks like they're dancing. I have to put a track behind this. But yeah, if you can see right here, so they're dancing. Anyways, all right, and Volk starts to naturally fall back towards the cage. Islam throws another strike at him, but misses due to the momentum that Volk already has falling backwards. And then bang! And then Islam comes in with the hammer fists. Bang again. And then bang. Oof. Bang. My boy. Bang. He looked like he kind of hit the back of the head, which, bang. Yeah, he's definitely hitting the back of the head, which is kind of, I would say, that's, uncalled for. Definitely don't want to be hitting your opponents in the back of the head. But Islam was kind of already out. I wouldn't say out. He wasn't knocked out, but he was rocked. He was already on his way to. He basically lost a fight already. With that head kick, he's already lost it. And Islam obviously finishing up. As a fighter, when you're in the situation, you're just thinking, I have to finish this. Let me get this to the finish line. So I can't hate on Islam for, his hunger to finishing the fight. However, I do think you could be a little more cautious as to not hitting your opponent in the back of the head. But if you see here, dude, Volk just looks done. And he's bleeding. He's done. And damn, that was crazy. So that's what I missed. So that was the main fight. Islam tells the crowd to chill down. Don't be a sore winner. Just, the fight is over. Whew, that was crazy. Oh, I've been hearing about this. So this happened right after the Johnny Walker, not the Johnny Walker, but the let me pause this before we get into it. Okay, so I heard about this moment, Paulo Costa getting into some kind of conflict after the Usman and Chimaev fight, but I don't know exactly what happened. So I'm going to be watching with you for the first time. If you've already seen it, you already have, your own whatever perspective on it. I'm going to be watching this for the first time. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what exactly happened. Oh, okay. Who is that? Damn. Some people are just screaming. Madness. Complete madness. Okay, so it starts here. Okay, right here. This is where this guy comes in with his... Let me pause this. So this guy here, as you can see, this is the initial perpetrator. And launches himself, tries to get use like almost like a crowd surfing as part of his trajectory over to Paulo Costa. He definitely misses by a long shot. And then the security here manages to keep him separate. Paulo Costa's here. I think there's some other security that comes from behind him. But as you can see here, Paulo Costa is then launching into his own offense right here. Bing. I don't know who he hit though. It gets cut off. It gets cut off right around this area. So we don't actually see if he hits the guy back or if he hits a security guard. We don't know. Obviously, security comes and grabs Paulo. And then this guy, who the hell is this guy? This guy comes in trying to fight Paulo Costa. Security keeps him back. And then this guy right here also jumps into the picture. So he comes in. So he spawns out of the ground and then starts rushing towards Paulo Costa. And then the security then also goes after him. And yeah, that was crazy. I wonder what that was about. That was interesting. I want to see what happened with Kamzat though. Okay, so let's... Ooh, dang. Hold on, let me go ahead and maximize this. All right, I'm going to play this in normal motion and then I'll watch it in slow motion. So it looks like Usman lost it. He's landing a good couple clean strikes here. Kamzat is keeping trying to keep his guard up. He's doing pretty good at his defense right here. As you know, Usman is also a very... Wow, that's really good. Okay. Wow, this is a really juicy clip. I know that he lost the fight, but based on this clip alone, Usman looks like he was doing pretty good. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that in slow motion. Usman jab, lands it. And then Kamzat barely kind of... You know what? I'm going to go frame by frame. All right, so here Usman sets up the jab. Bing. Flush. Nice. Good contact right here. And then Kamzat then tries to follow up with his own front hook. But it looks like he misses. So as you see here, does he? Yeah, it looks like his arm goes all the way through, misses completely. And then Usman already has this arm loaded up right here because he has already swung here, his shoulder's back here. Now he just needs to move his shoulder with his punch forward towards Kamzat. I don't remember if he lands though. And then it looks like he didn't land right there. And then Kamzat loads up again, throws the strike here, misses again. Usman looking pretty clean with the movement in and out. Kamzat here throws a jab, but it looks like he's way, not far, but it looks like he's not anywhere by putting Usman in danger here. So let's see, miss. And then Usman looks like he's starting to engage again, throws the jab. This is a pretty solid defense right here. He's got pretty thick arms. So Kamzat's not really in any danger on this side of his body unless Usman went to the body, I mean his head. So his head is safe, but his body is exposed. So if Usman could have used this area that earlier from landing that first headshot, Kamzat will be preoccupied with protecting his head area. So instead of aiming, head hunting here, because Kamzat is already trying to keep this protected, he could have instead substituted and went for the body because look how open this is right here. The body is so open. He definitely could have hit, one of the vital organs down here and rocked him a bit. But it looks like he went for the head. Kamzat then re-engages. Is he gonna? Oh no. Okay, so Usman here then throwing out that lead jab right here, and it looks like bing, he hits him again right there. If you can see right here, bing. It's kind of like stuns him. So it looks like it kind of like gives him a moment to have to recollect himself. So Kamzat's trying to recollect himself. So he's like, bing, oh, and then he's like, all right, I got to figure this out. I'm getting outstruck here. And let's see who comes back again. Usman again with the jab right through the guard too. That's so beautiful right there. All right, so you see Usman right here going straight through the guard of Kamzat, and he just lands straight into the face, bing, and then again he comes again. This is such a missed opportunity for Usman right here, because Kamzat is so preoccupied trying to protect his face that he's leaving his body open perfectly for when Usman comes in with the backhand here. I'm trying to think. It looks like he's fighting orthodox, so he could have set up his power hand right here to hit the body, but as you can see, he tries to go for the head again. He's trying to knock him out, but as he's bringing his hand, look how open this is right here to the body. If he were to just drop his hand down here and then deliver that kinetic energy to the body, it would be such a good body shot. Take out some more out of the gas tank of Kamzat, because we know that Kamzat, he doesn't have the same gas tank as everybody else. You know, we've seen him get tired. He's an explosive guy. He's kind of like Conor McGregor, where Conor McGregor, he just blows his load in the first couple of rounds, and then he's more tired in the later rounds. Anyways, all right, let's continue. And he almost okay. He kind of started wising up to the body right here. So as you can see, Kamzat is again embracing for impact. Usman then looks at the body, and it looks like he misses though. It looks like he doesn't make contact with it. Bang, he misses. So he needed to step in. Obviously, the plan to hit the body, that's a good shot to go for, but he needed to step in a little closer to actually make contact. All right, let's see who's going to engage first again. Again, Usman. Bing! Oh, that was so good. That was so good. You know, I feel, okay, I'm being unfair because, like I said, I didn't have time to watch the fight. So I'm only seeing this clip in round 3 out of context. So obviously, if Chimaev won, you know, I'm just going to trust that, you know, it's probably not the wisest decision to trust that the judges get it right, because they don't always get it right. But I'm only giving my opinion based on this clip alone. So forgive me. Anyways, let's watch again. So Usman he switches stance. Looks like he's fighting southpaw. And now his coming across and then hooks to, it looks like too here Chimaev was not fast enough to bring his hand in front right here, because it looks like Usman lands pretty flush right against the side of the head right here. Bang. Bang again. Oh my God, so good. And he's making a miss too. Let's look at that. Bang, one. And then Kamzat misses. So Usman was looking pretty good in this round. Or at least this part of the round. Again, I didn't watch the whole fight, so I'm just watching off of this. Dang, again. Bang, bang. Wow, this is awesome. And then looks like Usman shoots for a single. Kamzat stuffs it. The thing too that I always hear about Usman, everyone knows that Usman's knees are pretty messed, pretty jacked. Not jacked, but they're like, I mean, he's jacked, but his knees are pretty, they got miles on him. So he doesn't shoot down all the way to like kind of secure that single leg. As you can see here, there's too much space right up in this area. There's too much space for him to secure this single leg. Because what you want to do is you want to be able to get your elbow. Okay, so here, hold on. Let me switch screens again. My elbow right here. I want to be able to get this and the point of contact where if this was the leg, okay, so if this is the leg right here, right? The leg bends in and out, right? Just like your elbow bends in and out. So you want the elbow to meet the same bending joint here as the leg. So when you're shooting in, if you want to see really secure that single leg or that double leg, you want this point of contact where the joint bends. You want this to meet the other point of contact where the leg bends behind the leg. So if this was the kneecap right here and this is behind the knee, this is where you want your arm to hook in. So you want your arm to hook in and grab where the knee bends at that same point to get a much more secure grip on that leg. But anyways, let's go back to this. Here, again, that's probably why it was a lot easier for Khamzat to stuff that. And all right, let's finish out this clip. Does anything else happen here? He keeps throwing hands. So Usman, in this particular part of the fight, in this particular part of the round, looked very good in my opinion. Oof, look at this picture, bro. Man, a picture always, post-fight pictures go pretty hard. This is good meme material actually right here. Maybe I'll try to make a meme of my own since I'm not finding any. Let me actually save this image. We'll try to make a meme out of this picture later because while this picture is badass, just look at the composition of it. Just the framing, it tells the whole story. Islam, humble in victory, telling the crowd, "Hey, shush down, don't be a sore winner. Take the, we won the battle." And then Volk here just defeated. So it kind of tells the whole story in just this one image right here. It's very beautiful. But we'll make a meme out of this later. All right. What does this mean? La première round de Usman. The first round? I'm assuming this is French. La première round de Usman. The disrespect here. Oh my God. So the first round of Usman and Khamzat. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Here's another same picture from a different angle. This one kind of gives us a little bit more room to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and save this image also. This was weird right here. I don't know what... let me take a look at this. Johnny Walker and Ankalaev. I don't know. I don't understand. I've been hearing about this fight ending in a very disappointing way, but I didn't see the moment. So let's go ahead and take a look at this together. A bunch of people stepped in, and this is, you know what? I'll try to find this on another clip because I feel like this is not enough context here. This is cool to see right here. After the fight, it's nothing but love. That's what I love about this sport. For the most part, everybody knows it's just competition. It's nothing personal. Respect to the victor and respect to the opponent too. Here's another thing too. Both Usman and Volkanovski took up big tasks stepping in on short notice for a fight. Let's be honest. The original card was good. Khamzat versus Costa, a fight I would have very much loved to have seen. But Costa having to step out due to the staph and elbow surgery, whatever that situation was, unfortunate. But the substitute for him, Usman, is an equally entertaining fight that I think everybody was happy to see. And then Volk, I think the Charles Oliveira versus Islam original card was good. Everyone loves Oliveira. He's a very skilled fighter. But people really wanted to see more Volk versus Islam in the rematch. Now, Volk taking this on a practically 10-day notice, because you've got to think he's called on day 11. He's not preparing day 11. He's called on day 11 and then starts preparing on day 10. So he's got 10 days to prepare for this rematch. And just looking at him in the weigh-in, he was able to lose, I think, like 26.5 pounds to meet the weight limit. And Volk did not look... He looked malnourished, but in order to make the weight. So mad respect to Volk for taking on such a short notice fight. That's why people love him. He truly is the people's champion. Yeah, so just respect to both of these guys for saving the card. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. Someone says, fire this man right now. I don't know who this guy is. I'm assuming he's like a doctor who probably stopped the fight early. Is this during the Johnny Walker situation? Worst doctor I've ever seen participate in the UFC event. Send him to Saudi Arabia and tell them he's a witch. That's so brutal. I don't know who this is. Coleslaw Burner. It's time to have this conversation. Just how good is Bilal Muhammad? 15 minutes with Burns. 25 minutes with Burns. So Chimaev in 15 minutes with Burns is all beat. And 25 minutes with Burns on Muhammad. He's as clean as a whistle. Those are two. They both fight differently, though. I will say that Khamzat is a much more action-orientated fighter. Bilal is not as entertaining of a fighter. Not as entertaining as Khamzat, I will just say. Not to say that Bilal is not good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in terms of entertainment and who's a much more entertaining fighter to watch, it is definitely much more Khamzat. I will give him that. Again, here another display of respect between Volk and Islam. Man, I get emotional sometimes looking at this stuff because it's like so much is put on the lines. Like obviously we're here to look at the memes, get a good laugh, break down the fights, but at the same time, to get into the cage with another person who is equally skilled or more skilled, and to just put your body on the line for the entertainment of all of us. It is such a journey to have to go through. Anyways, all right, let's get the emotional stuff out of here. Usually people pump out the memes real fast. I don't know if it's because, damn, this is, I don't mean to, I'm not laughing at Volkanovski, but just sometimes the way we describe our feelings is like, I have broken into pieces 294, and this is just Volk in defeat. The caption is what made it funny, not the situation. What does this say right here? Me sleeping good, knowing McGregor, Volkanovski, their camps, and their fans will now forever be owned by the Dagestanis. Oh, brutal. What's this other clip? A lot of respect between these two absolute beasts. Volk congratulated Makhachev backstage. Oh, that's cool, man. Another display of respect. Very cool. See right here, this user, Kabar Kus. This picture is cold. You see what I'm saying? There's so much just meme material. And I'm going to save this as well. Save image. Where Khabib at? That's fucking DC. What is this right here? Watching this fight makes me think of how good Gilbert Burns really is. 294. So I'm assuming this is based on the way that Chimaev, the aftermath from that meme earlier about how Chimaev looked after Burns versus how Bilal looked after Burns. But again, Usman beat Burns in pretty spectacular fashion. So every fight is different. You can't determine how the fight would end with Khamzat versus Burns when Usman beat Burns definitively. No one talked to me today, 294. Someone was upset with an outcome, but here, someone's having a bit of a melty. Oh my God. This is Jamie MMA. The cover curse lives on, UFC 294. It's from the EA Sports UFC 5. And we have Shevchenko here and Volkanovski. Oh my God, same energy. Look at this here. He looks like an absolute psychopath. Just look at him. Khamzat is just he's like a war dog. He's just, or a war boy. He's just all about the battle. This one from Count Out, Drink Prime, UFC 294. And it's both Sean Strickland knocking out Israel Adesanya and then Islam knocking out Volk. Man, it's so sad because I love this team so much. Obviously, in the Sean Strickland versus the Israel Adesanya fight, I liked both fighters. So no matter who won or who lost, I was going to be happy and sad because, I didn't want either of them to win or lose. I'm glad that Sean got the win. But this is funny. This is a funny little meme ad campaign right here. Prime Energy or Prime Drink or whatever the hell that sugar water is called or considered. But yeah, right here, flush, bang, headshot, and then flush, bang, another headshot. Man, this is not a good year for city kickboxing. That doctor needed his ass beat though, 294. So again with the doctor. UFC 294, the doctor. This is from Top Rope Tony, and it's this guy from The Simpsons. Out of context, the memes are still pretty funny. Oh my god, another one. UFC 294, doctor, and it's this fool right here. This was from @Carls and Anderson. This caption from Double D's. I hate early fights. Like, how am I supposed to get through the rest of the day when my favorite fighter just got knocked out? That's a good one. I agree. Cold right here, this one. Is that finished? All right, this is by Choker Darce on Twitter, X. And is John Jones after the Cyril Gane victory. And he's got the same, like, everybody keep it down. And then Islam. This is going to be like a new signature move right here. The silence everyone. We already know. We all saw what happened. This from Lucky Motivation. It just says, hell nah. And then it's just this angle of Kamzat looking like a psychopath. I'm not going to lie. If you see this face from across you in the cage, just staring at you like, you know, you're his next meal. He's like on the hunt. This is why they call him the wolf. Look, that's just such a dangerous wolf-like face. Hell nah indeed. Here's a tweet from Dope G Saint. Keep it a buck. Kamaru Usman definitely didn't lose. 294. So a lot of people still seem to think that, again, and I haven't seen the whole fight. I only interpreted that one clip with you guys. So I'm not going to take away anything from Kamzat and his victory. That's not really what I'm here to do. But I will acknowledge in fights when there does seem to be some kind of dispute about who won the fight. I mean, if you think about it, in their first fight, I still think that Volk won the first fight, him versus Islam. But it is definitive in this second fight that Islam is the clear winner. So, yeah, again, I will, without having to have seen the fights in their full duration, I can't really comment too much, definitively at least. Controversial take right here by Scorpion Breath 7. Islam is better than Khabib, 297 or 294. Sorry, UFC 294. That's a hard one to. They train together, you know. So, also, I believe Islam has lost a fight or two on his record, whereas Khabib went 29 fights completely undefeated. Never even barely lost a round. So, I would say by that metric, you can't say Khabib, that part of his record, it can't be surpassed now. Because if Islam, with just at least the one loss on his record, that takes him out of the conversation as far as being better than Khabib, especially when it comes to dominating. This person over here, Joker of Queens, come on, bro. Johnny didn't even know what country he was in before the fight even started. All right, so yeah, that's. I wish I had more context to that, but you know what? It is what it is. This one, Colby, UFC Cub. After a UFC 294 card, friend, what happened, man? You all right? Me, I'm good. And then it's this reaction of this guy trying to basically play it off like he's fine. So he starts, he's like combing his hair back, trying to readjust himself. You can see he's a little bit teary-eyed. And then he grabs some glasses and he's like, yo, bro, I'm fine. Like it's like the Wojak pretending to be happy meme, but he's really like just dying inside. Okay, this guy, MMA Joey C. I don't think Johnny Walker was confused because he was hurt. I think he just genuinely didn't know whether Abu Dhabi was a country or not. All right, so the doctor stoppage I'm gathering at this point was on behalf of Johnny Walker. All right, I think, oh my God, here we go. Just the video version of this is so, look at him with the eyebrow raise, and then, oh, look at Usman right there. He just looks like a madman. And they're kind of doing this, a similar kind of squat ready to embrace the battle. One of my favorite things pre-fight, though, is this poster. UFC presents UFC 294 Abu Dhabi, UAE. And it looks like a movie poster, like The Mummy or something. But yeah, this is really great right here. I gotta say, kudos to whoever designed this. Definitely looks like a movie. All right, let's go to Instagram, and we're going to visit the Home of Fight page and see what they have here. Damn, dude. Yeah, Volk just looks like he's been beaten to a bloody pulp right here, mate. Man, mad respect to Volk, though. He's still a champion. This right here. Oh, man. Just look at the similar starting pose here. Ready to engage, but it's just, you can see one guy he just looks focused, like, okay, we're about to go in. And this guy looks like, okay, I'm about to hunt down my prey. No way they kicked him out again. Oh, this is Johnny Walker? Is he really being kicked out? What's this right here? Dana coming in. Dana looks sad. Looks like he looks like an upset parent. Like he's upset at his son for doing something bad at school or something. This guy right here, the new Michael Bisping. Shara Bullet sends Bisping a message. This one right here is pretty good. Imagine you make your MMA debut and this is your opponent. I don't even know how to say this name, but I'm going to try. Magomed Khabib. Kadimagomedov. What the hell? Kadimagomedov. Dude, this name is like a straight tongue twister. I can't even. Magomed Khabib. Okay, so Magomed Khabib. At least we could get the first one down. Magomed Khabib. Kadimagomedov. You know what? I don't even think I could say this whole name together. Like, I have to kind of just say it one at a time. This is from the fight from last weekend. People are saying KSI won. People are saying Tommy won. But in the end, I won because I didn't pay for the fight. It truly a winner. I love this right here. Deshaun Strickland, UFC 5 from the MMA Mafia. God, you know another thing too. I don't know which page it's on. Let me see. Zuckerberg, Volk. And let's see if that clip comes up. Because they've been training with him. So here's Israel, Mark, and Volk right here. Training. Mark is definitely looking shredded. Could be juice. Could be a little bit of the juice. I don't know if this is all natural here. But I really think of Mark Zuckerberg as a complete curse to the world of fighting. I guess I only see him that way because he's also just such a reptile person, such a snake of a person with social media and the way he regulates certain people over, certain people have privileges over other people. And depending on your, social or political leaning, you are banned or shadow banned from Instagram from expressing your opinion because you have bad boy opinions. So I don't like Zuckerberg, and I feel like this is a curse upon Israel and Volk for, working with such a terrible person. But I seen some video where maybe it's on YouTube.
Hey,
right
Volk.
Here, let's get some volume on this.
I'm really excited for your fight this weekend. Your last one was already one of the best fights of the year, and this time I am looking forward to seeing you go out there and cement your status as one of the greatest of all time. All right, good luck and have fun out there, man. Hey, Volk.
That right there was the curse. Mark Zuckerberg just saying that cost Volkanovski the fight, all right? It's not true, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, since I couldn't find any good memes here, I'm going to go ahead and make one myself. So let's go ahead and open up Photoshop. All right, so we'll go here. Obviously, we're gonna need a caption. So let's think of a caption for this right here. This right here, silence my children. And then Volk here in defeat. But so if I was to base this off of their first fight, I would say, so right here, we after losing the first argument, and then right here. So this is how I describe this fight in a meme. Here in the first fight, people really thought, and myself included, that Volk was the victor in this fight. So this is kind of like when you're in an argument, you lose after the first fight, meaning Volk was the real winner of the first fight. But then here, the comeback that comes to my mind after the fight. So it's like, Volk came up with a new argument for the future fight and, was able to get his win. Anyways, that's not really a good meme. Let's see if we could come up with something better. All right, here's another one. I don't know if this is any better, but life could be worse. Too. So like, don't worry, man. Life could be worse. But this guy, right after losing life could be better too, damn it. I don't know, guys. I'm trying over here, okay? Okay, anyways, guys, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. All right. But thanks for tuning in. Hopefully there will be more memes for the next fight. Kind of wanted to start this section or this segment of the channel to talk about the fights after the fact and to keep the channel somewhat active. I do have a lot of video from previous sparring sessions and whatnot. Well, I'll do commentary on my own sparring with people or people sparring with each other. But it's kind of difficult right now because my workload is just a complete nightmare. So it'll be a while before I can put out videos again of my own martial arts, personal martial arts activities. But hopefully, at least in the meantime, I can do these fight night memes, video reviews, and we can break down some of the fights, take a look at a couple of the key moments, and hopefully I can actually watch the next fight. Fortunately, I had to work today, but I still kind of wanted to do this just to get it started. So yeah, if you have any memes of your own that you make, type in hashtag fight night memes and I will take a look at your meme. Obviously, I will give you credit. I don't want people to be making memes and nobody knows who's making these beautiful works of art. And hopefully next time I can make a better meme of my own. So follow me on Instagram or Twitter/X. And I'll see you in the next video.